What's up everybody? Today is our first full day in Jordan. We arrived last night to the hotel and weren't able to do much. Right now we are headed towards Wadi Mujib, which is located near the Dead Sea. From our hotel to the location is about a 20-minute drive. The line inside only took a few minutes and the entrance fee was around $30 US. Inside there's a place for you to choose a life vest. I would also bring water shoes. There was a chart showing how the river was over 150 million years old. Once we got our life jackets on, we were ready to head down to the valley. The beginning part was paved, which made it easy, and I was curious to see what was up ahead. Eventually, we got to a point where you could see the beginning of the river and the hike. We finally arrived to our first steep spot where you can see there's a ladder going down. Afterwards, we were finally hiking the water, which made it pretty refreshing in the heat. It's pretty amazing to see how the water has carved different colors on the rocks over the millions of years. There is a sign to keep the life jackets on, which you'll see why in a few minutes. The valley here kind of reminded me of the Narrows in Zion National Park in Utah. We finally arrived to our first difficult part. There's a combination of rapid water and uneven grounds. Luckily, there was pre-set pieces of ropes to hold onto to balance. Here, my friend Clayton is demonstrating the route. The next spot upped the difficulty. We had to climb up a ladder into a current of water. The water is a lot stronger than expected, so I will make sure to take off any jewelry or accessories that can get blown off of you. Afterwards, there was another ladder we had to climb, but this time it was not as much water coming down from above. Eventually, the water calmed down and we arrived to an area of a boulder that was stuck up ahead. After 40 minutes of hiking, we finally reached the end where you can see the mini waterfall. We finally started going back to the beginning of the hike. At some parts of the hike, if the current is strong enough, you can float down the hike. Once we arrived back to the hotel, we decided to check out the Dead Sea. It was a bit of a trek from the hotel. At this point, it was almost midday, so it was extremely hot outside. There were showers along the way to wash off the mud masks. The beach didn't look like anything special, but I was excited to try it out. The shoreline had a bunch of small rocks, so I recommend bringing water shoes. On the beach, there's bowls of mud from the Dead Sea that you can put over your skin. The Dead Sea mud had a good consistency and wasn't too wet or too thick. Later on, I decided to try the Dead Sea to see if it's true that you can float in the ocean. The ocean instantly made my body float due to the salt content. I also tried to sink into the ocean, but I wasn't able to. A tip is not to wipe your eyes or splash the water because the water is extra salty. Afterwards, we decided to enjoy the hotel pool for a bit and even tried a body scrub session at the hotel. We then decided to rent a car and drive down to Petra, Jordan and Wadi Rum. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to see my future travel videos.